back to my channel. My name is Tania. I'm a part-time reseller. I sell vintage and modern brands on sites like eBay, Depop, Poshmark, Etsy. I also like to vend at pop-up sales, and today I'm doing my Bop N Shop What Sold video. The Bop N Shop is one of my favorite events to vend at. In this video, I'm going to go over my sales, my cost of goods, and my experience vending. I do this just for educational purposes. If you want to try vending at flea markets, pop-up shops, things like that, just to get you an idea of what the cost of goods are, what the vendor fees are like. And if you have any questions about how to get started vending, feel free to comment down below. And I also have a playlist of other sales that I've done. I'm going to go ahead and link that playlist up above. Well, as always, I always start off by apologizing because I did not get as much footage as I wanted to. Every single sale that I go to, I'm like, I'm gonna vlog, I'm gonna film, and then I'm so busy loading up the car, setting up, and then actually vending that I forget to get any footage. I forget to take photos, but I did try and record some footage while I was preparing for the sale, which I'm gonna enter up here next. Then I'm gonna follow up with how much I made and a breakdown of the cost of goods. So let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So I'm starting to tag my items. I've already started working. I already pulled some of the items that I'm taking to the Bop N Shop. The Bop N Shop is specifically for mid-century fashion and mid-century home goods. So what I'm doing this year is I'm running a red tag sale. So I bought some red tags on Amazon, and I actually just got an Amazon storefront. So I'm going to link these down below. This was 100 tags, and I believe it was under $10 for sure. They come with little strings if you want to tie them, but I'm just going to use my tagging gun. These are the red tags. So I'm running a $5 red tag sale for wounded birds. So in vintage terminology, a wounded bird is a vintage item that can be salvaged. So you can either repair it. It might have like a popped zipper. It may have been altered, but it's still a good wearable vintage piece that can be saved. It's salvageable. So I'm gonna have a whole rack of them and other like vintage items that I am clearing out of my inventory, and they will all be marked with a red tag. So for the Bop N Shop, I also religiously use my tagging gun. I got this tagging gun on eBay. Like, this is at least 10 years old, or almost 10 years old. I think I got it in 2013, and it's lasted me all this while. I think the needle broke one time, but the tagging gun also came with a replacement needle. And yeah, when I purchased the tagging gun, it came with like a couple hundred of these little plastic barbells, which I've barely finished. This is the last set, so I had to buy a new pack of little plastic barbells. These are called tagging gun fasteners, a box of 5,000 pieces. I think it, again, under $10. All of this will be linked in my Amazon storefront down below. So we are 6 days before the Bop N Shop, and we're starting with the tagging process. Day 2 of prepping for Bop N Shop. I just threw a load of vintage. These are all men's work shirts, so there's no problem throwing them in the wash. Just do a gentle cycle, and I wash everything with LiQWYD. So I'm gonna get these washed and then steamed and ready to tag. So the Bop N Shop is one of my favorite sales to vend at. It's a mid-century style marketplace hosted by Laura over at Decals and Vintage. She hosts this in her home and she's grown the event. I don't know if she's going on 4 or 5 years now. I'm not exactly sure. I think this is my 3rd year vending. Again, I'm really bad with the dates, but I have vended at her event a handful of times, and it's been so great seeing how her event has grown from just like a backyard sale to a full-on event. Like, she has vendors, she has food vendors, she has bartenders, she has a live band, she has DJs, she has a dance floor in the middle of her backyard. And it's just amazing to see how much she's grown this idea. And I'm so happy that she invites me back to vend each time. And whenever she slides into my DMs inviting me to vend, I'm like, immediately yes. Like, sign me up, and sign me up for any other year you have this event, because it's a lot of fun. She requires all vendors to promote, and I feel like that really helps the event as well, because all the vendors are required to promote for the event. They're required to submit exclusive items that they're vending only at this event, and that teases people to show up. People line up for this event. There is a $5 admission fee, but it is because it is a curated event, so they know what they are headed towards. They know that it'll be true vintage vendors that have authentic vintage goods. Some reproductions are allowed because we do love reproductions as well. So the event was from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. 6 full hours of vending. So just be prepared. It's a great event to vend at because they have food vendors, they have a bartender so you can drink, they have DJs, so like there'll be entertainment while you're there. If you're vending for the first time, I always say don't forget a chair, because you will be tired. I was so tired at the end of the day, but I have a little stool that I take with me to sit down, but even that gets painful after a while. So you just have to like stretch, move around, have some water, have some food, and enjoy yourself. The event is going on. I do have a note in my iPhone where I track down my sales. So just jot down like dress, $75, $75 dress, $30 shoes, whatever, you know, just keep a list going. I accept Venmo, I accept Zelle, and I accept cash. So the only thing that I did have issues with was I wanted to do a live stream for my YouTube channel, so I needed a second device, and I don't have a second device, because if I had a second device I would need like a little hotspot or a little Wi-Fi, and I don't have that. So moving forward, I think I'll invest in a hotspot, and I'll bring like an old iPhone to be able to log into my YouTube channel and do a live stream. I did like a 30-minute live stream. My boyfriend let me borrow his phone for a little bit, but even then, if you go to my YouTube channel, it's like so awkward because it was like I set it up horizontally, but it was showing up vertically on YouTube, so I had to like switch it halfway, and yeah, it was a little awkward. Moving forward, I will have the proper equipment to do a live stream. But let's start off with my cost of goods. So the fee to vend at this event was $85. What I love about this event is that they provide the tents for you. I don't have to take my pop-up tent. It's already set up for me when I get there. They also rent tables. So I did rent a 10-foot table from them for a 10-foot or a 6-foot table. I'm not sure. I rented a table from them. That cost was $10. And then I have all of my supplies already. I have my racks, I have tablecloths, I have everything because I have vended in the past, so I didn't have to purchase anything. I did purchase a mirror from Target. It was like one of those $7 mirrors, because the other one that I had, I ended up mounting it up on my door. So I just bought another one for $7. And then my cost of goods for this sale was $100. So I did meet up with a friend who was selling some of her inventory. She just wanted to clear out some of her inventory. So she sold me, I kid you not, like 8 large trash bags full of vintage from different eras that included like shoes, purses, and clothing. She sold me everything for $100. So I took a bulk of that inventory with me, my cost for that was $100. So I'm adding it to my cost of goods for Bop N Shop. So in total, my cost of goods was $202. I had items ranging from $1 for like some nylon scarves up to $80, I think was my highest price item that sold. And in total, my total sales at the Bop N Shop was $1,465. So if I subtract my $202 cost of goods, I'm still netting a profit of $1,263. So for me, that's excellent. That's amazing profit. And I am so happy that I went ahead and signed up for the Bop N Shop again. You know, people always comment that always afraid to do pop-up sales. They're introverted or they're too shy, or you know, they're just nervous to go ahead and do that. And let me tell you, I'm all of that. I'm all of above. Like, I still get super nervous each time that I vend. I'm like, what if I don't sell anything? What if people don't like my stuff? And then at the end, when I'm packing up, I'm like so excited with my sales, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I doubted myself. But it's totally normal to have those nerves. But I would just recommend to take a friend with you, or you know, take your partner. If your boyfriend, your partner can help you. My boyfriend goes with me and he helps me, and he really calms my nerves, and he's like my biggest cheerleader. So I'm so happy that he supports me in this. If you have like a friend or a family member or relative that can go with you, that really helps. I've also done it by myself. I've gone to shows by myself. If my boyfriend's not available, obviously I'm not gonna not do it if he's not there with me, you know. Like, I need to be able to do it on my own, and I have, you know, the courage to be out there by myself, and it's fine. You'll get through it, trust me, and you'll meet so many friends. And the best part is meeting people and seeing people light up when they find something in your booth and they're like so excited to take it home. And that really just validates why you do what you do, right? Why you pick up certain items, why you're vending, why you're selling the items, because you like to bring joy to other people. So obviously I had more items than those $100 item, that $100 purchase. So what I do is that each time I vend, I subtract cost of goods for something that I purchase. So if you go back to my January video, I made a purchase there where I subtracted $300 cost of goods. Obviously, everything in that purchase did not sell, but it rolls over to the next sale. So that's how I accumulate all of these items that have zero cost of goods, because this buyout, I purchased 8 bags of vintage for $100. Not everything sold, but I subtracted $100 cost of goods. So now all of those items that are sitting in my inventory have zero cost of goods, and they're rolling over to my next sale. So that's how I keep accumulating items to fill up a vendor booth that have zero cost of goods. So I know if you're trying to get started in pop-ups, your first sale may not break even, or you know, you may not make profit, but you might the second one and the third one. But that's why you have to keep trying. You have to roll over to the next one, because even though your first sale may not be as profitable, your second one could be a breakthrough, and you just have to keep trying. So if you have any more questions for me, feel free to comment them down below, or if you're on Instagram, feel free to follow me at VolverVintage and DM me. People DM me all the time and ask me questions. Answer what I can based on my knowledge. I'm not an expert, but I'm always happy to help. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm doing 2 more pop-ups in 2 weeks back to back on April 1st and April 2nd. So I will be back on Wednesday with more information about my next pop-up, which will be on April 1st. Different kind of marketplace, not a vintage market, but a thrift market. We're kind of experimenting with this. So come back on Wednesday and learn more about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.